Welcome back to Megadads on YouTube. This is where gamer life really meets real life. This is an all-new episode of PlayStation Megabits. And it's hard to be a husband and a father of 2 kids, work a full-time job, put in overtime, you got all the commute, you got to bring the kid to karate, plus you have to run a daily video game media conglomerate like Megadads, and sometimes you just run out of time. You come up against a deadline, and that's where I'm at. So today's episode of PlayStation Megabits is going to be recorded while I'm doing the chores. So let's see, what's going on in the world of PlayStation these days? Well, PlayStation's actually doing really well right now. They're having a really good month. Horizon Forbidden West just came out. My son is in the living room playing it right now without me. Elliot, say hi.
Hi.
How's the game going?
Good.
What are you doing?
I'm fighting a giant monkey. I'm a small monkey.
You're fighting a small monkey? So that game is great. We're having an awesome time with that. You can see 5 minutes of gameplay footage and my 5 first impressions for Horizon. That video just came out. We will be having a review of that coming up, and in fact, Elliot's going to help me review that. We're going to review that one together. It's going to be the first ever parent-child joint review at Megadads. Elliot, do you want to give the people a sneak peek of what you think about the game so far?
Good.
Good. We also went to go see the Uncharted movie, which is PlayStation Studios' first big Hollywood feature. That movie is great. That is a fantastic time. I think it's a promising start for PlayStation in the movie industry. We already know that they've got other things in the work. They're currently working on Twisted Metal, which was just announced to be coming to Peacock, starring Anthony Mackie, who is the new Captain America. They've already announced that they're doing Ghost of Tsushima. That's going to be, I think, their next big feature film. And that's going to be directed by the guy who's been heading up the John Wick movies. And then this Friday, in just a couple of days here, Gran Turismo 7 is going to drop this Friday. I've got my pre-order in for that. I will be reviewing that as well here on Megadads, and I'll have a 5x5 for that next week. So there's just it just keeps coming and coming. Not only that, but they just showed off the PlayStation VR 2 headset, which looks really sleek. I'm very excited with what they're doing there. It seems to be that they've got an eye towards making it light and comfortable. One of the key things that they talk about doing for the PSVR 2 was to create some onboard venting, some ventilation, which is a great thing, because as a middle-aged man, when I play VR, especially if it's like an action VR experience, like a Pistol Whip or a Blood and Truth, I sweat. I am an old, sweaty man, and when I peel that headset off my face, my eyeball area is all like puffy and damp. So any sort of alleviation of sweathead is greatly appreciated. That's pretty much all we've got for PlayStation news this month, but earlier today I put a call out to the people, to you guys, on my Twitter, which is @theartofadaml, and also on the Megadads Discord. Make sure you sign up for the Megadads Discord. It's a hopping spot for middle-aged people to talk about playing stuff. And I wanted to get some listener questions, some viewer questions. So we're going to cut to that right now. I'm going to switch chores here. I'm just wrapping up these dishes. And Elliot, you want to help me with the viewer questions? All right, let's go do that.
Edwin Vanel says, could Sony use Evo to promote the fighting genre on PlayStation?
Thanks for that question, Edward. That's a really good observation about Evo and PlayStation, and how they can really improve that scene to expand fighting games in the PlayStation scene. But you know what my answer to this question is? It's going to be what I tell my kids all the time. Fighting is naughty. Nobody should fight. We should be friends. So I think instead of promoting fighting, maybe Sony could do something a little kinder. Like maybe Evo could turn into a celebration of sharing and hugs.
Todd Extra says, do you think infamous Jack and Dexter Sockcom and Seaphone Filter are dead, or would you expect them to return?
Thanks for that question, Todd. Boy, you know, PlayStation has so many great legacy franchises that are really just kind of lying dormant. But I kind of think that we're at a point where some of those franchises are so stagnant that they're not really worth bringing back because there's just not enough of an appeal there. I think that out of all of those selections, probably the one that has the best chance would be a Jak and Daxter, especially since they're already talking about potentially having that be one of the new PlayStation Studio movies. The guy who wrote the Uncharted, or maybe directed the Uncharted movie, said that he'd love to do a Jak and Daxter. And Tom Holland even said he'd like to be a part of that. So I think if anything, out of all of those options, Jak and Daxter probably has the best chance of coming back.
Peter McDaniel says, do you think we'll ever see PlayStation back in the portable gaming space?
Thanks for the question, Petey. Well, the short answer is no. I don't think we will. I think we're at a point now where, you know, as far as portable dedicated hardware, Sony's already tried that twice and failed. And really the technology is moving forward in a way that streaming is really going to be the way to go. So I think with services that are coming up, that turd is huge. I think with the services that are coming up that are going to allow more cloud-based gaming, I think that's really the best bet for playing PlayStation on the go, is to have like a, you know, like an xCloud-like service so that you can play your PlayStation when you're doing other things like unclogging a giant turd. Oh my God!
The Snack Network says, why is it so hard to eat snacks and play PlayStation? All my DualShocks have stuck buttons and I don't ever fit food in them.
Well, Snack Network, Dave, I don't really have a problem with getting Cheeto dust or Dorito specks on my controllers because I'm not a slob. When I play video games, I don't stuff my face with food. I drink heavily.
Nate says, if your children wanted a pet duck, would you buy one from a pet store or steal one from the park? Thanks.
All right, Nate. So the question is, if my kids want a duck, would I buy a duck or would I smuggle a duck? Nora, would you want a duck?
No.
You don't want a duck in our house, do you?
No.
Because ducks poop everywhere, right?
Mm.
And we'd have feathers all over the place, right? And we'd have quacking in the middle of the night, right?
Yeah.
That'd be a pain in the butt, right? You don't want a duck, do you? Tell Nate he's silly.
You're silly. We don't want no ducks.
No ducks in this house. Can you snap?
No.
No. Thanks for watching this very special episode of PlayStation Megabits. I've got to thank my son Elliot for reading those community questions. You're doing a good job at that reading.
Okay.
How are your grades these days?
Good.
Good? Like what kind of good? Like
It's good.
this good, okay. He also did a lot of the camera work, and he did a really good job mostly keeping my head on screen during that. Special shout out to my wife for holding my camera while I plunged the toilet. That's love.
So much love.
Don't forget to like this video because it was amazing, and subscribe to this channel for more Megadad's content. And we will see you next time on an all-new PlayStation Megabits. Elliot, you have something you got to say?
Nate, you are a big fat sassy baby.
Yeah, Nate.